and I'm with Cecilia and Jacob today. We're going to talk about some great comics. Uh, Jake, some people just passed this week. You were telling me who were some of the people maybe some folks aren't aware of who are gone.
One of them was Russ Heath. The other was Maurice Severin. There's another whose name I can't recall.
Well, let's focus on what we can recall. Marie Severin, what was her claim to fame?
She had been an inker for Marvel for a good many years, and she co-created Spider-Woman, Jessica Jones.
Okay, and so how did Jessica Jones come to be? What was the time frame for that one?
I want to say this is after, not during the sexual revolution, late 60s.
I missed that. When was that?
You should know it, you draft dodger.
Hey, don't believe everything you read. Jessica Jones, have you seen the Netflix Jessica Jones?
I have not seen it.
It's kind of impressive to me, but I suppose I was wondering how it compares to the original Jessica Jones.
From what little I know of Spider-Woman, it's probably the first. I want to say one of the first main titles that featured a woman. I mean, you had Invisible Girl,
Wonder Woman, of course.
Well, that's like DC, and that was really their only one. I can't recall. I think even Black Canary was like a backup character. But as far as Marvel went, I mean, all you really had was Invisible Girl. Maybe
she was a sight for sore eyes. But so, like, they didn't call Spider-Man Peter Parker. Was there something radical in calling a comic Jessica Jones?
No, it was Spider-Woman.
Jessica Jones was Spider-Woman?
Yes.
Oh, I missed on that. I don't know if she is in the new thing at all. But.
No, they did a thing in, I want to say beginning of the 2000s. Marvel had a line called Max, which was their attempt to, my opinion, they were trying to compete with DC. DC had Vertigo, which was their imprint for adults. Marvel had Max. Max kind of sucked, but they had some good titles. Like Steve Gerber came back to do Howard the Duck, but it was more of an adult platform that he did with Phil Winslade. One comic that really sucked, but like I actually have the issue in there. It's really good. I enjoyed it. Was Cage. They did a Luke Cage series updating
Netflix has done Luke Cage as well as Jessica Jones.
They updated him for, as you would say, a more urban setting of late 90s, early 2000s, which Richard Corben of Heavy Metal fame did the artwork of.
It's adult.
But Brian Michael Bendis penned one series, Alias, and that was Jessica Jones. But she had given up being Spider-Woman, and now she was Jessica Jones. I don't remember what it was about, reporting about dead superheroes or some typical, Brian Michael Bendis kind of storyline, like superheroes in this, pseudo-noir kind of setting.
So how do you position the late artist there or writer in the pantheon? Mm-hmm. The originator, the person who did.
I mean, I'm not that familiar.
Whose name I forgot.
I am not that familiar with Spider-Woman. There was a few issues I read that were really good.
Well, who's the other guy we were thinking of talking about here?
Oh, Russ Heath.
Russ Heath. You showed me a lot of impressive stuff. He drew for Playboy. He drew Sergeant Rock, and he was drawing the Lone Ranger in the 70s. All very high quality art. It reminded me of the Flash Gordon artist, Raymond,
Yeah, Alex Raymond.
Alex
Yeah,
Raymond.
he looked like a good cross between Alex Raymond. Definitely a little bit like Wally Wood or Wallace Wood. Um,
And he
Johnny Craig.
he drew like I don't mean this in a bad way, like a madman. He really stippled and
Crosshatched.
crosshatched and did it all. And would you add to the list I just gave of the things that he was memorable for?
Well, he definitely had a good sense of storytelling.
Yeah.
Along the lines of like Alex Toth and he kind of reminds me of I can't remember their name off the top of my head. That did Modesty Blaze. He kind of reminds me of them. Yeah.
Well, Modesty Blaze was a European
I think so.
or maybe British. I don't know.
I think they could. It might have been French.
Monica Vitti, she became Modesty Blaze for me forever. Well, I kind of caught you by surprise. I'm glad you joined us today on Important Comics, and we'll catch you again. Thank you, Jacob Vaughn.
Thank you.